So you could do that. Question is, should you? One thing that's really important for us at Limitless and working with athletes is to try to remove as many possible barriers that we can. And sometimes that means getting a little bit creative with how we coach and cue someone through a movement. In the case of running strides, unfortunately, so many people have their own opinions, myself included, about what the perfect running stride looks like. And I personally just don't think that it exists. It's a unicorn. Everyone has a unique signature, as Chris Johnson says, a running signature to their gait. But what is important is a faster cadence, especially when pain and injury come into the equation, and that is backed up by loads and loads of medical and sports science literature. Now, in my experience, one of the more common barriers that we can actually put in front of and kind of do a disservice to a runner is giving them too much cognitive things to think about, like how their foot touches the ground, what the way that their body should specifically be moving. And so when we focus instead on cadence, all of those things tend to actually autocorrect just because of the external cue of moving their feet faster. But I'm gonna do you one better. Here's how we actually coach cadence. We use things like a metronome. We use things like Spotify playlists, where someone, an athlete, can actually focus on an external thing, perhaps in like their earbuds or maybe just on their phone out loud. You want to really dig into this, there's even higher level things. So a lot of the Garmin watches have the capacity to offer haptic touch to make your wrist actually buzz at a certain cadence, which is pretty amazing. Myself, when I'm running, I have tuned in my Apple Watch to actually show me a live reading of cadence, and I don't obsess with it. But one thing I definitely do is every 2 or 3 minutes, I'm checking my wrist just to make sure that I'm dialed in closer to where I need to be that's healthy for me, which is somewhere closer to 170, 172, 175 range.